喂喂，有声音吗？应该有声音了吧？大家早安，我是早安吗 ？Good morning, everyone！ 欢迎来到夜的状态 ，Welcome to 有两个全球什么精心的事，改点来自报记的部分。皆さん、ワイドデー终于到了。至于ワイドデー呢，跟我们这种没有收到巧克力的人完全没有关系，所以只要找理由去给自己吃巧克力就好了。
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
啊，いいね。
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have,
いっぱい食べよ
or
う
if you
ね。
left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
所
If
以
you
吧
won some money at the casino,
把
then
连
put all your winnings
看
on
我
red
发
and it
现
came up
我有
black.
画一张皮肤 club，
If you got your best shirt
所以我
dry
是不是
cleaned
应该
before
要
a wedding
画一张
and
歪
then
多对的
immediately
皮肤
dropped
club？
food on it? If you won an argument with a friend
照理来说，
and then
不
later
要再搞
discovered
成那
that
个
they just returned to their original
歪多
food,
对的皮肤 club。
starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
我们
Feel free to
12
go
号才
away
刚
and
做
come
皮肤
back.
club。
I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any
那
point. Just
我
find
还
a
说
safe
对
place
的
to
皮肤
stop,
club
quit
要
the game.
其实
Don't
那
worry,
个
I'll save your
我
progress
把连看
always,
你的皮肤
even your
club 其实
mistakes.
是用一张以前的图去
This game is a homage to a
过
free
一次。
game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking.
哎，
The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B
其实那
games.
张并不是新
And
图，
B
是
games
我一
are
张
rough
很久以前
assemblages
画的
of
图，然
found
后
objects. Designers slap them together very
截
quickly
取
and
它
freely,
小小的部
and
分。
they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built
所
more
以
for the
严格
joy
来
of
说，
building
那张
them
把连
than
看
as
皮肤
polished
club 并不是
products.
新图。
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
所以
It's built
歪
almost
多
entirely
对
out
的
of found and
皮肤
recycled parts,
club，
and it's one of the most unusual and
歪
unfriendly
多
games
对
of
的
its
皮
time.
肤 club。
In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
Oh my god，太远
No
了，
amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or
刷
too
了又
slippery,
来呢。
and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
OK，
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it.
OK，
You prod and you
Yes.
poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Sexy hike。
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it,
OK，
and it would usually turn out to be
我的
unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're
至于
building with
今天还要
ideas,
开什么
and that can be like
新
working
人
with
协
quickset
台吗
cement.？
对，我还没有剪
You
辑。
mold your ideas
我
into a
们等一
certain
下
shape
爬完
that can
山
be
之后，我
played
要看一
with.
下
And in the
我上
process
个月
of
情人
playing
节
with
是有
them,
没有开
they
的？
begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock.
什么时候
And
变
at that
成
point, you
情人
can't
节有
change the
做
world,
什么事情？
not without
白
breaking
色
it
情
into
人节也要
pieces
做
and
什么
starting
事情来
fresh with
回应
new
那种
ideas.
感觉？
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened,
不应该
because the objects in
说
the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are.
Oh my god！ 啊
I mean,
太
they're
用力了
trash in the way that
啊
food becomes trash as soon as you eat it and
呀！
Things are made to be consumed
Oh my god!
and used in a certain
啊，哪有啊？ 啊，3月14号，今天早上一起来我就头痛了。然后就发生，因为昨天我睡前就已经有点头痛，我想说睡觉应该好一点，睡觉前还是头痛。难道是我缺乏什么营养素吗？你要说昨天我吃了泡面加番薯饼。今天我一定要出去吃饭。今天我要去吃个什么？再不吃点什么东西，现在营养不足了。I'll be here. All right.
All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the
这
game.
要吃什么？
Don't worry.
有几个可
I'll
以
save
选
your progress
：1.
always,
麦当劳
even your
；2.
mistakes.
寿喜烧；3. 牛冻。
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazzo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
卡掉了。
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy
我还没有
Hiking,
玩过什么
you're
那个
standing
什么
next to this
Jump
dead
King，
tree
听说
that blocks
Jump
the way
King
to the
更可
entire
怕。
rest of the game. It might take you an
Jump
hour to
King
get
是
over that tree, and a lot of
可是
people
我不
never
是很
got
想玩
past it.
Jump King
You
的。
prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct
昨天玩了
method
30几
or the
次了，
correct
但是
equipment or just by
还是
spending
不是
enough
很
time.
稳。
In that sense,
这是
every
玩了
pixelated
30几次
obstacle
仍
in
然没有
Sexy
长进
Hiking。is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it
符
easier.
合白
It
色情
already
人
felt
节
like
的
my
直播。
inability to get
白
past a
色
new
情人
obstacle
节直播
was
到
my
底是什么
fault
东
as
西
a？player
我情人
rather
节
than
有
as a
直播过
builder.
什么东西吗？
Imaginary mountains build themselves from
还
our
有
efforts
白
to
色
climb,
情人节直播
and，it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something
还
real.
跟直播吃巧克力之类的。哎，
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement.
像我在情人
You
节
mold
也
your
没有
ideas into a certain
也没有
shape
收
that
到
can
哦
be played with.
！Oh my god！
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden
掉
and
下去
set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into
够不到。
pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the
Oh my
internet.
god！哎呦，
It now vastly outnumbers and
Oh my
outweighs the
god.
things that are fresh and untainted and
有
unused.
够滑！
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium. the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music,
B
philosophy.
B philosophy.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, Scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned stuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not add it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting, haunting you, resetting, delaying you, players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you, you're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too. But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
还没有到 the orange.
An orange.
Orange 到。
Sweet juicy fruit.
我快要被旁白追上了。
That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee.
快！我快被旁白追上了。
It's licorice. It feels like we're closer now. Composer and client, designer and user.
为什么？这
You could have refused,
为什么这时候困在这里
There
啊？
was something in you that was hidden, that chose to
我很
continue.
少被卡在这边的啊。啊！惨了，我被追上了。我很少被卡在这边的呢。啊！这次魔王关是这边是不是？为什么？为什么上不去？哪有？必殺技 ，jump， 上不去。哑巴。やば、沼だ。やば。今回の沼はここ？やばい。登れねえや。オッケー。噔噔噔啦啦啦啦啦啦噔噔噔啦啦啦。No。 OK， 我们来会。
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
OK， 慢慢的来。はい。
Oh.
はい。不要急，不要急。はい、OK。
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win.
Oh my god！ 算赖的上去，来的。大家，那里大家。Oh my!
You just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Oh my god! 慢呢，我都，Oh my god！ 但这次不用破纪录了。Oh my god！Oh my god！ 奇怪了，我以前没在卡这边的。OK， 有啊 ，nice。哎呦喂！敢若咸菜同款。はい。それよ来な。其实那种 speed run 的，我这边都咻咻咻就过去了。我在这边慢慢来，虽然说我没有跟人家 speed run 的意思，但是我还是想要突破一下自己的最快速度啊！可是刚刚那样子摔下去，起码不是从蛇那边摔下去，从蛇那边摔下去我就直接重来。水桶一直都是我的噩梦之一。水桶跟橘子山坡都是。你们不要再抖了，不要再抖了。嘿，有点尴尬的位置。天哪！ 啊，这里可能啊，搞不到，好险！啊，哦哟，怎么都这里了？要勾到左半边才有办法上去。没有了，可能说不定勾右半边有右半边的上去方法吗？我不知道。啊！浪费这么多时间就开始掉下来。OK， 嘿，哦 ，nice， 摆荡下，摆荡，小坑。Oh my god！ 跳太高了。Oh my god！ 越来越晃，最晃那一种。
Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this. 啊，妈呀，你啦！你行好，你行好。なんね、落ち着いて。啊，怎么又是右半边？哦 ，nice 啊！Not like this. いや。Jump. Oh my god! No! 危ない！差点把甩下去。哎呀，我回来了，所罗门。看来这次没忘了，可以摆荡。Oh my god！ 怎么会是直的？OK， nice。过来一点。Oh no！Oh no！ 为什么会往右边跳了？Holy shit！ 嘞！Nice， 再一次，这样子，3、2、1 ，Go shoot！Nice。3、2、1 ，Go shoot！Nice。安，明显你嗨喽。
你的湖变金色。
啊，还没完全金，还要50次才会全金。
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of
虽然
his
说我不知道
hammer?
他做全金到底会变多
I
金
think
就
not.
是。
Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the man's hand.
Lord man
And this here is will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Oh my god!
The first time you got here, you thought you were safe. A base camp for reaching the summit. That's how it seemed on its face the first time. But your face can fall fast when you plummet.
差点直接滑下去。はい、OK。准备，3、2、1，Go shoot！
能不能练到1分钟过关？
大概不要，我现在最快才17分呢，1分钟是要，我可能是要练个2、3年吧。不止，我就2、3年我也
You've
办不到。
conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory.
能够进1分台的
the
那种怪物。
playground, the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
哦，那看这个湖就让我想到拉米妈妈旁边那个大福。Oh my god！ 大福。噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。お酒。よし。おー、やっとできた。あ、やば。
I dedicate this game to you,
要被引力吸
the
回
one
去
who。came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
这就是地球重力嘛？昨天 NASA 是不是在火箭升空啊？对，到底要不要吸到哪里去？被这个吸过去，这颗质量比较大。陨石。OK， 南本，24か。还是这次还是没有破纪录啊！这次在铁砧跟水桶那边花太多时间，要不然这一次那个橘子山坡那边一次 对啊，我们重来做几次，不对，稍微小滑一下，没有大滑，小滑一下。这是花最多时间的还是铁砧跟水桶那里？铁砧那里，铁砧帽子啊，帽子那边我真的是很久没有卡那边了，为什么现在会卡？不知道。好啦，那么这个礼拜的该听到位直播这部分就先到这里好。今天是白色情人节，至于在情人节没有收到礼物或者没有收到巧克力的，都今天不关我们的事。对，那个情人节是送巧克力嘛，然后白情是糖果回礼嘛，那今天应该是要吃糖了哦，不是吃巧克力，今天是要吃糖了。好啦。那么这段的实况就先到这里好了。不管现场跟什么观赏、今回の生放送どうもです。チャンネル登録と高評価ぜひよろしくお願いします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。Let's close the episode. Thank you for watching. また今度ね。感谢冰线，感谢那油花，ありがとう。ダニーさんありがとうございます。アイズウェザーズありがとうございます。レタさんありがとうございます。じゃあ、see you next time。また今度ね。等一下，我看一下，我4号有没有开什么台？14号的时候，然后2月14号有我开头，雀魂跟给人都被列，所以2月14号刚好也是星期天哦。这样子的话，那白色情人节直播就是给停的威力啊，刚好回应上个月的给停的威力。好啦，じゃあ，等一下，这样的血魂会不会活动？
どうも。私を訪ねてくるとは何かご用でも？
没有，男角没有白情语音哦。我记得情人节明明情人节不是有那个。情人节女角有情人节语音啊？为什么白色情人节没有男角的语音啊？
記者の務めとは
没有
真実をも。
对啊，不对啊？为什么情人节有女角的语音，但是白情没有男角的语音啊？啊，なんで？嘛，好啦，那么就また今度ね。爱你。
アーカイブが YouTube に放送します。最近忙しいですよ。とりあえずご視聴ありがとうございました。今度もよろしくね。
きつい、うるせえ。
高評価とチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。また今度ね。
这个缺乏营养素，上次也是这样。吃